play till 4 in the afternoon, and we're continuing to follow this one cell that is producing heavy rain, obviously, but also producing the possibility of a tornado between Walnut Hill and Bratt, Florida. And it's right over Florida Highway 97, and it's moving north at about 30 miles per hour. So it's moving at a good speed, and it has weakened some, but it hasn't weakened enough that it looks like the warning needs to be dropped or canceled. But those of you in Escambia County, Alabama, you're not in the tornado warning. However, be on standby just in case this thing holds together. That would be those of you from Atmore up to Huxford and probably the Porch Creek Indian Reservation in this section of Interstate 65. You're not in the warning now, and if this thing begins to fizzle out, the good news is you won't have to worry about it. But just be on standby, because if it does hold together, you will see the Weather Service issuing a new tornado warning for this section of Escambia County, Alabama, from this particular cell that is showing enough rotation that the Weather Service is keeping an active tornado warning in play. And unfortunately, this is a day where we're just going to be dealing with a lot of this as we go in throughout the course of the day, because the tornado threat, the flooding threat, just going to be massive since we're still to the east of Ida. It was a long weather day yesterday, going to be a long weather day again today, and probably going to be a long weather night tonight. We'll start to see some gradual improvement as we head in towards tomorrow. What Matt's just pulled up is our rainfall totals over the last 48 hours. And boy, have they been massive. The rainfall rates have been very impressive. 7.5 inches of rain between Gulf Shores and Fort Morgan. 6.5 inches of rain in northern Escambia County, Florida. Almost 7 inches of rain north of Bay Minette. Grand Bay, over 6.5 inches of rain as a result of Ida. Obviously, the rainfall totals here not as bad as they were in Louisiana, but still, that's a significant amount of rain. When you think about this summer, we've already had an above average amount of rainfall. You remember, we didn't really get hot, quote unquote, until after the 4th of July. The first half of the summer was very cool with temperatures in the 80s because of all of the rain that we ended up dealing with. So we've already got above average rainfall on top of rain showing up from Ida. So as we go back, and you can see the bands of heavy rain right now that we were tracking in West Mobile have now moved over the I-65 corridor, stretching from Pritchard down to the 1065 junction. We're hearing that at our Fox 10 studios in McGowan Park. All of that heavy rain is going to be shifting its way eastward. So those of you on the eastern shore, Spanish Fort, Bayfront Park, Daphne, be ready for it. The tornado warning still active. And Matt, what do you have for us?
The Weather Service says it has broadened out like you've been talking about, and they're likely to cancel this sooner or let it just expire. They're gonna let it lapse?
Yes. Okay. So this warning is going to be allowed to expire or be canceled because the signature has gotten broader, which is fantastic news. If we get any new tornado warnings, and there it is, it just dropped out, we will be bringing it to you in real time, and we'll cut into news programming to alert you for that. Right now, we're going to send it back over to Eric and Sarah, who are standing by as we continue our coverage of what is now Tropical Storm Ida. Eric?
That's right. Thank you, Michael. At 6:08 now, approaching 6:09. Ida, as Michael's been tracking, making his presence felt here locally. Also, storm surge was one of the biggest issues that Ida gave us. Fox 10 News reporter Hal Shurick, he's live at the east side of the causeway this morning. Good morning, Hal. All right, we're experiencing a little problem right now reaching Hal, but he's down at the causeway, as you may